Baseball season is officially here as Metea Valley took on Bennett Academy. We'll also get our first look at boys volleyball with Bennett hosting Hinsdale South. Hello Naperville sports fans and welcome back to another episode of NSW. I'm your host, Joe Kennedy. Let's start with action on the diamond and first with the Mustangs hosting the Red Wings in baseball. Then we'll see action from Bennett softball taking on Bradley Bourbonnais. Baseball season is underway as Metea Valley hosts Bennett Academy in a non-conference matchup. The Mustangs enter the day with an impressive 2-0 record after outscoring their opponents 29-3. On the other hand, despite 5 more hits than Oswego in their season opener, the Red Wings fell 13-12. Last summer, Bennett also won its first regional championship since 2021. Nate Siraki opens the day with a leadoff single for Bennett Academy. The next 2 batters would walk, and Bennett is threatening early. A hit by pitch and a wild pitch has the Red Wings up 2-0 with 2 outs. And here's another throw that's off the mark. Josh Gagora scores to make it a 3-run first inning for Bennett. Just like the Red Wings, Metea Valley opens the day on offense with a leadoff single. Tyler Gluding speeds down the base path to reach safely. He eventually gets to third after a walk from Connor Lavery. Matthew Riley slashes one down the third baseline, and Merrick Sullivan can't get the throw off in time. Gluding crosses home, and Metea is on the board. After an Ethan Singer walk, Mustang second baseman Michael Wilhite has bases loaded and no outs. He powers one out to the alley in left center, and it's enough to score Lavery and Riley. We're all square at 3 apiece. Owen Gobe steps up and sends a bouncer to short. The throw is off, and it scores Singer from third. At the end of the first, Metea leads 4-3. In the top of the second, Mustang starting pitcher Tyler Kulnicki does well on the mound. First, he fields the bunt for the first out. Then Kulnicki records one of his 4 strikeouts on the day. Into the bottom of the second, Gluding is back up to bat, and he's back on base after this double out to center. Lavery steps up for the Mustangs and smacks a fiery liner just over the Red Wings' head in center field. Gluding scores, and Lavery would eventually cross home to make it 6-3 Metea. Nicholas Schaefer steps into the box for Bennett, connecting on a powerful shot that goes over the left fielder's head. Jack Clevenger would get on base with a single the very next at-bat. Bennett looks to capitalize with a runner in scoring position, but Carson Ebeling grounds into the 6-4-3 double play. The Mustangs do a great job turning 2. In the bottom of the third, Red Wing third baseman Merrick Sullivan fields the ball well and gets the out at first. Skipping to the bottom of the fourth, Singer connects on a liner out to center, which brings in 2 more Mustangs. Lavery slides with swag, and Metea's up 8-3. Mustang pitcher Caden Neimer steps in for relief in the 5th, and he throws lights out for the black and golds. He records 3 strikeouts in this inning, helping the Mustangs stay up by 5. Moving to the bottom half of the inning, Lavery once again connects with power. The ball drops in left center, and it's enough to score Armand Shaw from second. Metea leads 10-3 after another run to cap off the 5th. As the sun sets, Sullivan hits an RBI double to center, giving Bennett its first run since the first inning. In the bottom of the 6th, Sullivan fields the foul ball down the third baseline, laying out with full extension, and he brings it in for the great catch. However, Wilhite tags up from third and scores as the Mustangs win it 12-4. Metea improves to 3-0 and has outscored their opponents 38 runs to 7 to open the season.
Bennett Academy Red Wings girls softball hosts the Bradley Bourbonnais Boilermakers at the Inwood Sports Complex in Joliet, Illinois. Last year, the matchup between these 2 teams went down to the wire, with the Boilermakers holding on for the 3-2 victory. Starting things off in the top of the first, with Lydia Hammond batting for the Boilermakers against Red Wing pitcher Sophia Rosner. Hammond hits a line drive towards the right field, allowing Bristol Schreifer to head home for the first score of the game. Abby Hofboffer hits a sacrifice fly out to center field to help Shannon Hopp reach home plate for an early 2-0 lead. Tristan Woods then heads to the plate and hits a ground ball towards center field. Courtesy runner Avery Mouttrey scores to extend the lead to 3-0 as we move to the bottom of the first. After Sophia Rossner singles with 2 outs for Bennett, Elena Rossner is up at bat for the Red Wings. Elena doubles on a line drive to center fielder as Sophia advances to third base. However, Boilermaker pitcher Lydia Hammond escapes damage as right fielder Bristol Schreifer makes the catch on Mary-Kate Ryder-Bush's pop fly to end the threat. Swinging over to the top of the third with Bradley still out to a 3-0 lead. Abby Hoffbauer hit a fly to the right field, but Elena Rosner makes an amazing diving catch for the out to help her sister. Both pitchers are able to settle in and put zeros on the board for the next few innings. The score remains 3-0 Boilermakers in the top of the 6th. Boilermaker Bella Pusateri reaches on a ground ball that Bella Lavanelli cannot corral as Mauchi races home to extend the Boilermaker lead to 4-0 thanks to back-to-back Bennett errors. Briston Schreifer is at bat for the Boilermakers. Olivia Opolax comes in to pitch in relief for the Red Wings. Opolax gets the strike on Schreifer. However, Lee slides home to safely after stealing home plate. Pusateri attempts to steal second base, but is tagged out as the Boilermakers lead 5-0 entering the bottom of the 6th. Bennett offense needs a spark, and up steps Sophia Rosner. Rosner hits a fly ball out deep left field, just out of reach of the outfielder for the home run. Rosner gets the Red Wings on the board, trailing 5-1, heading into the 7th inning. In the bottom of the 7th, Sophia Kowal walks, while Angela Horges adds a 2-out single to give Bennett some hope. However, Hammond is able to end the game by getting Bella Lavanelli to fly out to right field. The Boilermakers improve to 4-0 on the season as they get the victory against the Red Wings 5-1.
Jack Reif is wrapping up a legendary career in the pool. At Naperville North, he's earned numerous accolades and has done it alongside his mother, Kelly, who's the head coach of the water polo team. We have more on Reif's final season after the break.
Okay, 500 deluxe garden gnomes. Wow.
I only meant to order 5. There's not enough money in my account for these. I'm gonna get charged.
2 things I just can't deal with: overdraft charges and garden gnomes. But your BMO Smart Advantage checking account gives you an extra day to avoid an overdraft fee.
Nice to see a bank cutting people some slack.
Well, mistakes happen, and we give you time to correct them.
So you don't like gnomes, huh? What about that one?
That one I like a lot.
It's auto show time. Innovation, excitement, and the future of driving. And you'll experience it all at Fair Oaks Ford. The thrilling new Explorer, the cutting-edge Bronco Sport, or the adventurous F-150. Drive the future of Ford today. And right now, get 0% APR financing for 75 months. Plus, the best customer experience in the business. Fair pricing, fair deals. Fair Oaks Ford. It's right there in our name on Ogden Avenue in Naperville.
Jack Reif is a 3-time All-State selection for Naperville North water polo. He enters his final season as a Husky before he's off to the Naval Academy. It's also his final season with his mom as a head coach. NSW's Patrick Cotto has more for our latest feature story presented by Fair Oaks Lincoln.
This spring, Jack Reif jumps into the pool for his final season with the Naperville North boys water polo team. His track record with the Huskies includes over 260 goals, 3 straight sectional titles, and a 3rd place finish in last season's state series. Reif also enters his final season playing for his mom, Kelly Reif, who is on deck for her 5th season as head coach with the Huskies. Kelly has coached Jack during his 4 seasons with North Water Polo, something the two will cherish forever.
It means the world to me. I wouldn't have it any other way. Not only is she a great coach for our team as a whole, but I feel like she's also she's there for us as kind of like a mom character on our team, always able to calm us down emotionally when things are hard. So she's been there for us the entire ride.
It's a wonderful opportunity to coach here at North, but then to have the opportunity to coach your own child comes with its challenges for sure. But I'm truly blessed to have the time with him on deck, and we've bonded so much more, and it's been a really, really fun 4 years.
That bond turned into a stretch of success, with the Huskies tallying over 80 wins during Jack's time in the pool. Now, as a 3-time All-State selection, his growth has impressed Coach Kelly, who is confident in what her son and the team can do in the water.
The thing that I've noticed that changed the most was his confidence. He's certainly gotten stronger and bigger and smarter in the pool as we've worked, but his confidence has gone through the roof, and his teammates' confidence. We have a large senior class this year, and all of them, their confidence has just risen immensely with each year that they've been playing.
After the final season with the blue and orange, Jack will continue his water polo career at the Naval Academy, looking to step up at both in and out of the water.
Service is something that I've always been drawn to, wanting to give back to the things that this world has given me the most, and this country has given me so much already. My great-grandfather, he was in the Navy during the Second World War, so I've heard so many cool stories from him, and I've really looked up to him. And I also just really like Coach Louie and the whole Navy water polo coaching staff in Annapolis, so really that's what kind of drew me to the program.
I couldn't be more proud of him and the track that he's taken. He's one of the hardest workers that I've known. He sees a challenge, attacks it head on, and wants to accomplish everything. And he absolutely loves this country, and he's excited to serve, and we're excited to see him serve.
For now, the goal is for Jack, his mom, and the rest of the Huskies to finish at the top of the mountain as they look to capture the first ever state championship for Naperville North boys water polo.
We're returning 6 of our 7 starters this year, so we're hopeful for a great season, and obviously a lot of challenges along the way, and not taking anything for granted because there's a lot of strong teams both in our conference and sectional and throughout the state.
Overall, I'm just really looking forward to playing with all my senior teammates for one last season and playing with my mom for one last season.
For Naperville Sports Weekly, I'm Patrick Cotto.
Coming up next, DVC boys and girls water polo continues to intensify, as we'll show you highlights from throughout the area.
We live in a safe community, but not a crime-free community. If you see something, say something. Be a Naperville Crime Stopper.
Local news is your lifeline. Let the Daily Herald help you navigate your world with solid reporting, good advice, and a much-needed diversion or two.
The last week of boys water polo action before spring break has arrived, as Metea Valley and Neuqua Valley are still in search of their first DVC win of the year. Both teams face off at the Neuqua pool and are also each looking to snag their 4th win of the season. The scoring gets going after the opening face-off as Neuqua claims possession of the ball. Alex Malone takes the pass and looks for a lane to throw, but eventually the Wildcat decides to take a shot and delivers a line drive that goes right into the corner of the net to put the Cats up 1-0. Following a possession change, Neuqua goalie Ansh Vasudevan chucks it deep down the other side, and it finds its way to Declan Puach. With 2 defenders in front of him, Puach is ready for the challenge and flings it in to extend Neuqua's lead up 2-0 in the opening minutes. Neuqua gets another opportunity with Colin Mulligan taking it himself down the left side. With pressure on him, he goes for a spinorama shot, but the save is made by Owen Bickner as the Mustang defense steps up. Now down 3-0, Metea opens up the passing game as the ball finds its way to Alex Bounds on the left side. The Mustang is able to find the opening in the bottom left corner as Metea gets on the board down 3-1. Following another Neuqua stop, Metea is on the defensive again as Vasudevan fires a rocket to Puach, who breaks free to the net. His shot goes off Bickner, but the goalie stops the ball just before it floats in to keep it a 3-1 game. However, Bickner can't contain Puach twice as the Wildcats get the passing game going again, with the ball making its way to Puach up the middle. He fires it in over Bickner for his 3rd goal of the day as Neuqua quadruples their advantage over Metea. With the ball deep in Metea territory again, this time it's Tony Newton with the ball, who throws it back to Mulligan. He delivers a strike into the net, good for another goal to make it a 5-1 score for Neuqua. Now Mustang ball deep in Nequa territory, they play keep away with the Cats defense as Billy McLeod gets the pass on the right side. With pressure in his face, McLeod maintains his balance and sends it through the back right corner to cut the deficit down 5-2. Mattia goes on the offensive again as their passing game gets to McLeod again, who is now in front of the net. Drawing Vasudevan out of the net, McLeod puts it over his head and through for another goal. Mattia cuts the deficit down 6-4 at halftime. However, the second half would be all Nequa Valley. The Cats are charging, looking to gain momentum as Mulligan gets the ball, but as he takes the shot, he gets interfered with, drawing a penalty shot for Nequa. They would send Puach to the line to take the penalty shot, and the Wildcat makes it count, bouncing it past Bickner for the goal as Nequa goes up 7-4. The blue and gold defense remains stout as Mattia tries to throw it in, but the quick pass is taken away by Vasudevan to give it back to the Cats. Then a bit later, the Mustangs charge again, with Sean Sawicki getting the pass, but his shot is saved by Vasudevan to keep Mattia shut out in the second half. Nequa's offense capitalizes as their passing game results in a shot that doinks off the post. However, Puach goes swimming for the rebound, and with pressure all around him, he somehow scoots this in to double Nequa's lead over Mattia at 8-4. Then a bit later, Nequa's passing game gets it going again as the ball eventually finds Puach again up the middle, and he throws it past the sliding Bickner for another goal. He would score half of the Wildcat goals on the night. Nequa Valley shuts out Mattia Valley in the second half for a 12-4 win over the Mustangs as we head into spring break.
Naperville North jumps in for an exciting crosstown showdown, coming in winners of 6 straight while looking for win number 2 in the DVC. Naperville Central hopes to stop that run while holding a 7-3 record. Huskies waste no time in the early going. Natalie Brown gets the dry pass and skips it in to give North an early 1-0 lead. A Peyton Schreier goal makes it 2-0, and with the shot clock winding down, Schreier gives it a heave and hits the left corner for her second straight goal. Central the other way, and it's Macy Foltz whose shot is barred down to get the Hawks on the board. North continues its strong start as Brown's shot is deflected, but Mia Podkasic is there for the rebound and scores. A great heads-up play by Podkasic puts the Huskies up 6-1. The high-scoring first quarter continues for the Dogs, and Kate Chahara jumps in on the action with another goal. Back comes Central and Foltz, who targets the left side of the net, and the Hawks trail 6-2 after 1. In the second quarter, Foltz gets her name called again and scores her third goal of the game to keep the Hawks in it. Although that just fuels the Huskies with everyone getting involved, including Ava Podkasic, who fires a laser into the back of the net. North takes an 11-3 lead at the half. New quarter, same Huskies, but with a new score and Rhea Bade tallying up the goals. Huskies tighten up on defense with Rugi Stakovicius making a save. This game is all about the visitors as Chahara's skip shot is deflected, but the ball takes a favorable spin that sneaks in. It's that kind of night for the Huskies, and they take a commanding 15-4 win over the Redhawks.
We have a crosstown matchup in boys water polo between hosts Naperville North and Naperville Central. The Huskies have picked right back up from their third place finish at state last season. They've started the year 6-1 with their lone loss coming to New Trier. Meanwhile, Naperville Central is 4-4 and hopes to get over 500 after their recent win against Parkway West 12-3. The Huskies jump out to an early 3-0 lead thanks to Mason Hoffman, who tries to find Jack Reif, but the ball is kicked back out. Hoffman throws a beautiful overhead shot over the Red Hawk goalie. Central now sets up the attack, and they have a good look in front of the nets, but Husky goalie Caleb Usan says no. His big save keeps the Red Hawks scoreless in the first. North is now up 4-1 as they work it towards the right wing before finding Reif in the middle. The Naval Academy commit scores off the assist from Sam Reese, and North's lead extends to 4. The Redhawks take advantage of the penalty shot as James Barron fires one top left corner for the score. Central still trails 5-2. The Redhawks keep on fighting, but the Husky defense is stopping everything. Reif comes up with the heads-up play by blocking the Redhawks shot with his head. The Redhawks need some life before the half, and they get it from a goal that's literally punched in by AJ Landorf. Cullen Potter finds Landorf, who swats the ball in with a punch to make it 8-3 at the half. In the second, the Huskies continue their dominance as Jacob Pakasic gets the rock and fights through 4 Redhawks before scoring his first goal of the night. The Huskies lead 10-3. Now North is off to the races as Hoffman fakes out the goalie and scores to make it 11-3 Huskies. It's more of the same from Hoffman. He gets control, pump fakes, and scores another goal for North. The Johns Hopkins commit makes it 13-4 in favor of the Huskies. Now into the fourth, the Redhawks get their first goal of the second half. Skyle works his way in from the left corner and floats it over the goalie. North still leads by 10. To wrap it up, a late penalty shot from Husky Jack Bodman is the final score of the night, as this one was all Naperville North. The Huskies defeat the rival Redhawks 16-4 and improve to 7-1 on the season. It's the opening week for IHSA baseball, and Bennett's Merrick Sullivan is already looking strong defensively. The Red Wings took on Mattia Valley, and Sullivan lays out for the Webb Gym at third base. In the bottom of the sixth, a high pop fly is sent into foul territory. Sullivan tracks it from third and lays out in shallow left field for the catch. Just some great concentration by Sullivan. To the slow-mo we go as he had another solid defensive play earlier in the afternoon, but Bennett falls to Mattia Valley. Let's close out the show with 2 more highlights. First, we'll see a girls soccer showdown between Bennett and Central. Then let's see how the Red Wing boys volleyball team looks early on in the year.
Okay, 500 deluxe garden gnomes. Wow.
I only meant to order 5. There's not enough money in my account for these. I'm gonna get charged.
2 things I just can't deal with: overdraft charges and garden gnomes. But your BMO Smart Advantage checking account gives you an extra day to avoid an overdraft fee.
Nice to see a bank cutting people some slack.
Well, mistakes happen, and we give you time to correct them.
So you don't like gnomes, huh? What about that one?
That one I like a lot.
At the Chicago Auto Show, you can experience the future of luxury. But at Fair Oaks Lincoln, you can drive it home. We've got all your auto show favorites. The luxurious new Aviator, the stunning Nautilus, or the bold Corsair. Get 0% financing for 66 months, plus $5,000 off on select models, plus a world-class customer service experience you won't find anywhere else. Fair Oaks Lincoln in Naperville, where the dealership experience makes the difference.
Knock Park hosts a big-time non-conference girls soccer showdown between Naperville Central and Bennett Academy. The Redhawks are ready for another strong season on the pitch after winning a sectional title a season ago. The Red Wings are facing their second DVC opponent of the spring after falling to Mattia Valley a week ago. In the opening half, Naperville Central sends a pass back to goalie Aaron Hackett. Hackett passes the ball off but does not see Ivana Vukas, who steals the ball and sends a shot towards the goal. But it heads right towards Hackett, who makes the save. A break for the Redhawks and a missed opportunity for the Bennett offense. Naperville Central now in offense as Callie Tumulty centers a pass to Rebecca Ruggiero, who collects and fires. Red Wing goalie Giada McGlynn makes a brilliant diving save to keep the game scoreless. The Redhawks go back on the attack as Tumulty creates some space and takes a shot on net, but McGlynn once again makes the stop. Just before halftime, Bennett looks to break the tie as Kyra Zupo goes for the header, but Hackett gets in front of the ball to make the save as the game heads to halftime locked up at 0-0. Early in the second half, Naperville Central gets the offense running. A through ball is sent ahead and chased down by Callie Tumulty. She heads towards the net and launches a shot with her left foot that evades the reach of McGlynn. The Redhawks get on the board first with a 1-0 lead. Red Wings send a corner kick towards the middle. The Central defense forms a wall as Bennett tries to get the ball into the net. Ashley Polanco keeps the ball in the zone and sends a shot to the right, but it stays wide and goes out of play. The Red Wings with another chance on a free kick that curves through the defense towards the left post. Sahana Raju slides in with an attempt, but Central's second-half goalie Emma Dram makes the stop to maintain the 1-0 lead. Under 8 minutes to go in the game, and Naperville Central gets a penalty shot to potentially put the game on ice. Emerson Burke steps up and knocks in the goal. The Redhawks put the game away from there. Naperville Central holds on for a tough 2-0 victory over Bennett Academy and improves to 6-0 to start the season.
We have a high school volleyball matchup between Bennett Academy and Hinsdale South. The Red Wings are 1-1 to start the year and enter fresh off a regional finals appearance in 2024. The Hornets fell in the regional semis last season, but have begun 2025 with a 2-0 record. Hinsdale South starts the night off with a bang as Thomas Lobas goes over the net for the point. Hinsdale's Terrence Noel makes it 2-0 with a nice tip that just sneaks past the Red Wing wall. It's all Hinsdale so far in this one as Lobas makes it 5-1 with a monster slam. Bennett gets some momentum with this Matt Swakowski spike, which leads to a score. Hinsdale still leads 6-3. It's Swakowski again. He keeps the good momentum going as it's now 7-4 Hinsdale. Bennett's Shane Walsh cuts into the lead, making it 8-6, still in favor of the visitors. Newell then rises up for a powerful spike to nullify some Bennett momentum. But with this heads-up serve from Reed Heffley, Bennett makes it an 8-8 game. Bennett then works it over to Aris Maroukas, who tools the spike off the Hornet wall. Bennett now leads 13-11. It's an intense first set here at Bennett. After some more Hinsdale offense, Justin Giada ties it up at 16 with this spike. Near the end of set 1, Tomas gives Hinsdale a 23-21 lead after guiding one past the Red Wing blockers. Swakowski gets Bennett within an inch of a win in set 1. Heffley sets it up to the middle, and he powers it down with this play to make it 24-23 Red Wings. However, Hinsdale's Keelan Nicole jumps to stop the Red Wing attack, and he does well at the nets. This set is all tied at 25. Now up by 1, Heffley is on the outside for Bennett, and he denies the Hornets at the nets. Bennett wins the first set 27-25. Hinsdale starts off set 2 with a nice play from Newell, giving the Hornets an early 2-0 lead. Joseph Tarico serves up an ace for Bennett as this second set is all tied at 7. After a nice run on offense, Bennett Swakowski gets it over the head of a Hinsdale defender, and it's a 14-10 Bennett lead. The Red Wings are up by 5 late in the sets, but Lobas keeps Hinsdale alive here with another big-time kill. Bennett leads 21-17. However, Bennett would take care of business the rest of the way, and they do well here on the final point. Maroukas sends down a missile to give Bennett a 25-18 second set win. They take down Hinsdale Central in straight sets and improve to 2-1 on the year. Naperville North and Naperville Central girls water polo met for the first time this season, and Husky Kate Chihara just barely gets her skip shot to cross the goal line. In the third quarter, North's already up by 10. Chihara gets it on the left wing, skips it off the goalie, and the ball barely gets over the line for the score. Let's slow this one down and have another look. The Huskies have now won 8 in a row after winning this one 15-4. And that closes out this week's show of NSW. Next week may be spring break, but we will still be here to bring you highlights from the Diamonds. You can find all our highlights, feature stories, and community sports on nctv17.org. You can also find us across all social media platforms at NCTV17. For Naperville Sports Weekly, I'm Joe Kennedy, and we'll see you again next week.